Afternoon, guys. So tonight, Manchester United versus Istanbul Basaksehir. I'm feeling a bit cautious about the game, just for the fact that how they played against us in the first leg. I do think we can beat them, absolutely, but we have to be at it, and we wasn't at it in the first game. It's going to be interesting to see the lineups tonight. Donny van der Beek has to start for me. Like, there's no excuse. If he doesn't start, there's serious issues. Like, we've already got problems, but it's just going to magnify again on Ollie if he doesn't start. So Donny van der Beek has to start for me. As I said, I'm feeling cautious but confident as well. Maybe that's foolish, but we've definitely got the squad to beat them. But they cause us problems, especially Demba Ba. Like, got quite a bit of pace about him, even though he's getting on a bit. Like, he's still causing problems. I'd like to see Tuanzebe start tonight. It's going to be interesting to see. I'll go through the lineups now. So Ollie, we know, is going to play with the two holding midfielders because he's got so much fear, and I don't like it. A lot of us don't like it, but it seems to be like a comfort blanket to him. He plays with the two holding. So I do think that it's too negative, but that's what we're doing. And it's a mentality thing, and it needs to change, but I don't see it changing with Ollie, to be honest, and that's what it is. So David De Gea in goal for me. I'd have Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I would play Tuanzebe over Lindelof. I'd have Harry Maguire and Alex Telles. That's the back four. I hope he doesn't play a back five tonight. I think the diamond, we should go back to the diamond. Not a back five though. That's too negative. We've already got two holding midfielders, do you know what I mean? So we can't really, if we're going to play the diamond, we can't play two holding midfielders anyway. So depends what formation he's going to play. That's why it's going to be interesting to see how he sets it up tonight. But we can't have five at the back regardless. So if we go without the diamond, I would play Fred and Matic. So I'd have Fred to the right, Matic to the left. If we play a diamond, I would play Fred and have Matic come off the bench, maybe. But I wasn't impressed with Fred the other day, and I thought he was sloppy. So, but Matic wasn't that good either. So it's up in the air of who you pick. I think I would go with Fred, but depending on how he plays, if we go with a formation, the diamond formation, I'd start Fred and bring Matic on, depending on how Fred is playing. But if he doesn't go with a diamond formation and goes 4-2-3-1, I would go Fred and Matic. I'd have Donny on the right of the three, Bruno in the middle, and Martial I'd have on the left, which would leave Cavani up top. I think Cavani deserves to start. Hasn't got a great deal of playing time so far, and I think he deserves a chance. So, and that way Martial can still be in the team to start. He's just on the left, which he's capable of doing. And I think Rashford hasn't done enough recently to justify starting, because he will usually play on the left. So I'd have Rashford on the bench and have Martial on the left with Cavani up top. The substitutes, I would have Henderson, Mensah, Lindelof, McTominay, Mata, Rashford and Dan James. You could maybe switch out Dan James or probably Scott or even Mensah. I like Mensah though. I think he'll go with Williams over Mensah on the bench anyway. But you could maybe put Lingard in for one of the subs that I've got. Lingard offers a lot of energy, but I'm just not sure on his fitness status. So I would stick with the bench that I've got. Obviously, Istanbul have got some players at ex-Premier League. Martin Skrtel, Raphael, who we used to have, one of the twins, Demba Ba and Chadley that was at Tottenham. All good players. I think Skrtel offers them a lot of experience at the back and offers them, like, he just knows what he's doing more so than our centre-backs know what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? And, like, yeah, it's just crazy. Raphael obviously will know the culture of the club, playing for us before, even though it's changed a lot. He will sort of know the philosophy of Manchester United, even though it's changed. So I think he's a good asset for them to have, because he knows the history a bit. So I don't know if he's going to start or not, but Demba Ba, as I said, we've already spoke about him, caused a lot of problems in the first game. I think a lot of it was our own problems that we created on ourselves, like there's positional sense and all that, but he does offer a bit of pace and on the counter and that as well, and he's strong too. So And Chadley, who I always thought was a good player, struggled with injuries at times for Tottenham. But I also thought he was a very good player. Like, he had a lot of ability, just didn't always show it. So, but he plays for Belgium a lot. So do you know what I mean? The squad they've got, you don't just play for them a lot without having a certain level of ability. So they've definitely got dangerous players. I haven't even mentioned their star player. I think it's something like Visca or something. I should have wrote his name down, but he's getting on a bit as well. He's like their playmaker. So they've got a number of players that are going to cause us problems if we're not at it, like the first game. So I'm not going to be happy with a draw. We need to beat these tonight. So anything less than a win, I'm not going to be satisfied, and I will run if I have to. I'm not trying to be negative, but been positive before and it's not come out in the outcome. So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm going to say 3-1 Manchester United, but if they're not at it again, it's going to be embarrassing. So nothing less than a win tonight I'm not going to be satisfied with. So tune in tonight for the kickoff. We'll be back with a post-match recap and player ratings, and yeah, I'll be back with the lineups as well, and the lineups are announced tonight before kickoff. So enjoy the game, and I'll speak to you later.